Oh boy, this is the perfect moment. This is the perfect moment. We have just updated to the new version and I held off on exploring other chunks while the update was still in progress. I've been waiting for this moment for quite a while. Knowing that there was a drop on the horizon, I decided to stop venturing out into nearby chunks so that we can get the new stuff quite close to where we are. Well, hello everybody. My name is Shenko and welcome back to the Minecraft Survival Series, episode 34. I hope you all are well. We have just updated into 1.21.5 and I'm currently on the lookout for new chunks. There are new things in this update and I think I just spotted them. Right down here. Oh yes. Look at that. Look at these very beautiful bushes and these nice flowers. Can we... Okay, you can pick them up. Can you pick these up? Oh, you need silk touch for that. Okay, the more you know, I guess. Grab silk touch. There we go. If I bone meal these, will it give me more bushes? Ah, okay, so that's how it works. Okay, cool. Well, this is nice. So we have just updated to the spring 1.21.5 drop, which adds all these beautiful leaf particles on all the trees. Look at them flowing down. It's absolutely beautiful. And oh, we found another thing. Hello. Look at that. Leaf litter. Ooh, I'm gonna use these a lot. Can't wait to use these. And I think if we look into the tiger forest all the way over here, we will spot... There it is. There's the new cows. Look at them. Oh, you are cute. You are absolutely adorable. We got the cold chickens as well. Look at you. Oh, look at you. You are beautiful. You are absolutely beautiful and I love your haircut. Look at that. So cool. It is absolutely amazing. I'm actually really glad that they added these new variants here and there. They actually look really cool. I really like them. Now we do have a few of the new plants here, the bush, the wildflowers, and the leaf litter, so I guess when we come across the other new things in the desert and also in other places, then we'll get onto those. So far, my first impressions of the spring drop are pretty cool. I really enjoy these new mob variants and the new plants that have been added. Of course, we do not have the ones that can be found in the desert and the swamps, but we will get onto those when we eventually find them. You know, the best thing about living right next to an old growth pines biome is that you have access to so much of this nice, well kept spruce, which is amazing. Oh, what's this? Ah, a nice little trail ruin. We'll get onto this a little bit later. Let's just mark down the coordinates once we have the time. It's amazing to have easy access to such great building materials and also some nice mossy cobblestone. But at the same time, the old growth pines biome is actually very peaceful. I really like this. Really enjoy these nice wooded forests. They look amazing. Oh man, such a blast. Oh, hello there. Are you all alone here? Hi. What's that? Oh, I think I know what sound is that. It's you. You're the one that's making the sounds. Ah. There's another thing that got added in 1.21.5 is that dead bushes can now make sounds, especially when you put it on sand. You are devious, but I like that. You got me distracted. Where has the pup gone? Hello? Where have you gone? You're there. Hello, pupper. Are you all alone? Would you like to be my friend? I did go back and grab some bones after fighting some mobs. Would you like to be my friend? Okay, I guess you want... Really? Just one? Okay, fine. So, I guess we have a new friend. We have a new pup. Wolf. A black wolf. Pretty cool. If you have a name suggestion for him, leave him in the comments, and I might pick it. At the very least, I won't be alone. Thankfully, now I have this wolf companion. He is rather unique though, being a black wolf, compared to the usual white wolves that we see. There he is. Aw, look at him. You're a good boy, aren't you? Yes, you're a good boy. Want some steak? Here you go. Wolf, welcome to your new home. Can't wait to get started. In fact, the sun is going down, so you might as well come into my humble abode. So, welcome to my home. Make yourself comfortable. I'm currently in the process of installing a fireplace, but once that's done, you'll get some nice warm fire to warm your paws by at night. That'll be really nice. Alright? Yes, you. I gotta get you some armor. We'll get to that a little bit later. Alright. Have fun. And welcome back to the valley. Absolutely beautiful and majestic as always. Now in the last episode, we built up the farms and also our tavern here in the valley as we continue to expand our kingdom here. Today I'm going to be working on a few things, which includes the library for our librarian that currently lives in the caves all the way over there. But at the same time, I also want to work on the first steps of getting our fortress built on the mountain itself. Now in between episodes, I have been a little bit busy. Let me show you what I've been working on. So inside this cave here in episode 32, I built my nether portal, and you would remember that this was where the zombie spawner was. So my idea was to go into the nether and build a bridge all the way from this area to our nether bridge or tunnel project. Now my idea was to start on the path that will lead all the way back to spawn and our nether tunnel project. Now while I was digging up all this netherrack and tunneling all the way to spawn, I came across this. Now honestly, it is amazing sometimes to be in a forever world and see all the stuff that you built before. Now this nether fortress was actually my first wither skeleton farm. Now it was pretty simple with tinted glass and just an expanded platform to allow for wither skeletons to spawn. But honestly, it is amazing how in a forever world, a world that I've been playing on since 2021, that I can still come across these old structures that I built in the past, and I don't know, they're pretty cool, I guess. The neat part about all this is that I actually have a path right here that has... There it is. I have an ender chest right here. Now, is it technically cheating if I pick up my ender chest right now? Because let's be honest, it is right here. The shulker boxes don't really have anything. This one just has a bunch of moss and pale moss from our previous adventures. And I don't know, I feel like it actually be a good thing to actually pick this up. Because our projects are going to get much larger and larger, I feel like it's a good thing that we should pick up this ender chest right here. And once more, this area didn't get used much. I actually forgot about this area when I started the Minecraft Survival series, and I'm surprised it's still here. So, you know what? We're going to grab this ender chest and we're going to take it home with us, just so we can expand our building capacitance. Is this technically cheating? Well, kind of, but hey, it's my world. And I'm happy to just stay in the area and collect resources from there. So take it as you will. So eventually this pathway will lead all the way back to our nether tunnel project, and it will be designed just like how we designed the initial nether tunnel all the way back at spawn. And of course we'll have to move the nether portal all the way up just so it wouldn't be down here with all the dangerous magma cubes. But that will be done much later. For now, I actually want to get done with something much simpler, and that is moving these cows over to the farming area. And I'm thinking right around this area, and there seems to be a little bit of land right here that will be perfect for the cattle to graze. And with all the crops around, it will be perfect and convenient to feed them with all the delicious crops that we are growing right here. So while we're at it, let's go grab the materials and build up this nice little enclosure for our cattle in the kingdom. Now I can't tell you how hard it was to get the new cows all the way from the Tiger Forest into our district here, but we moved the cows from next to the tavern all the way over here, and they are enjoying life right now. Ever since then, I've been filling up the pen with more of these cold climate cows. They honestly look really cool with the horns, they look really fluffy, and they got udders. Hey, pretty cool. And I've been decorating around here quite simply. I started using a lot more of these fallen leaves, and apparently you can get leaf litter by smelting a whole bunch of leaves. Now I'm going to grab 8 bits of coal, and we're going to smelt that up into some leaf litter. So while our leaf litter is cooking, let's go work on something else in the meanwhile. Now I'm not going to work on the library just yet because I still have a few ideas that I need to narrow down, but I think we're gonna work on something else. Now that we have our shulker boxes, let's just grab some materials like a whole bunch of stone. We'll grab a bit of tuff. We'll grab some cobbled deep slate. We'll grab some regular deep slate. And we'll grab some basalt. I'm actually starting to really like all the new plants that have been added in 1.21.5 because you just add a little bit of leaf litter around. It really ups the ambience. Look at that. Really nice. But that's besides the point of what we're going to do. Oh wait, there's one more thing I need to show. So when I was out collecting the cows over in the Tiger Forest, I came across these firefly bushes. Now apparently if you put them around, you get fireflies around, and I want to put them right here. I think they will look pretty cool blended in with the crop fields, and I think I'll add another one right here. I think if that's the case, then we get, there we go, see? We get fireflies. Very nice. So now that I'm done with the cow pen, and oh, look at them, they're all really enjoying their new environment. A lot more room to roam around, and a very nice environment for them to relax in. But now that we're done with that, let's move on to something else. Now that I collected all those materials from my storage room, I would like to get started on the castle or the fortress that I have in mind here up on the mountain. So, up here on the mountain itself, I have laid out the foundations of what is going to be the front gate of the fortress up here in the mountain. As you can see, there are 2 towers and there is a space in between them to serve as the gate going into the fortress. I'm going to use these words castle, fortress interchangeably, but this is going to be the main gatehouse of where our castle is going to be. So let's put our shulker boxes down. Right, we have the materials, we have the outline. Let's get started and building this thing. So I'm just trying to get the shape of the first tower. Maybe it's a bit too tall. I'd say we remove one of the layers of the corners and we'll see what it looks like. I think that looks a little bit better. It being 4 instead of 5. Yeah, I think I like that. That's looking good so far. Trying to get how one tower looks before I build the other, and then we can build the bridge in between. That looks pretty good so far. I like where this is going. Right. Now, I want to put in a few more of the details. I feel like stone might not be the best for those corner pillars, so I'm actually going to try and use some tuff for it. And yeah, I actually like that. If I go slightly further away, ooh, ooh, I think that'll look pretty cool. That's gonna look really cool. Alright, I'm gonna continue working on this. I need to work on the archway. I'm gonna start putting in other blocks and also build up the second tower. I think that sounds like a plan. Alright, let's get cracking on with it some more. And there you go. I told you I'd install the fireplace for you. How you doing? Just warming your footsies by the fire? Aw, yes you are. Aw, good morning. But upon this new day, let's take a look at what we've built so far. Wow. That honestly looks really nice. I really like that. Let's go a little bit closer and see what we built so far. So after a bit of time, I finally established the first part of what we are going to be building up here in the mountains, which is some form of fortress. And this is going to be the main entrance, a nice large gate to enter into our keep. And it looks amazing. I really like how it turned out. Now, first of all, the doors are obviously not functional. I mean, they are literally just dark oak logs held in with some deep slate reinforcements, and obviously the path looks like the door has just slid in open a little bit, but it looks cool. I like it. Now, getting up into the tower itself, I haven't established a way inside it. I'll probably have to open up a doorway right here, and obviously the interior has not been designed because this is literally just a gatehouse. But we do have a floor here and a door that leads out into the bridge that will oversee the entire valley from the mountains. Now, one thing that people have said to be very difficult when building in a snowy environment is that snow gets on everywhere, but I actually don't mind it as much, especially now that we have access to glow lichen that's able to light up certain pathways without being overly bright. I think that looks cool. I also have a few bits of dye right here to show that some snow has fallen on these little patches right here. Very nice. We even have little sections right here to go all the way up onto the towers itself to get a better view of the valley. Really beautiful. I really like it. And what I have planned is that even though the backsides are not textured that much, what I have planned is that there will be a wall that goes past the mountain. There will be a tower right here, and the wall of the fortress will go around the mountain as we extend and expand our keep. I have also started a little pathway all the way up to where the main foyer of the fortress is going to be at. Still early days, but we are making significant progress to expanding beyond the mountain and the valley. Now I do need to make a few adjustments here and there, particularly here where I tried making a bit of shadow or some aging on the stone. It looks a little bit outlandish, especially when you look at it from afar. Maybe I have to reduce it a little bit, but you know, that's how I enjoy building, is just throwing stuff at the wall, see what works, see what doesn't, and then if it doesn't, I just change it up. But overall, I'm really liking the front gate of our keep. Can't wait to expand it even more. But beyond that, let's move on to another project, which is going to be right here in this outline. I feel like I've been delaying on this for quite some time, but it's about time that we build a nice little home for our librarian friend still in the cave. So right here laid out in tough, I have in mind a library which is going to be the home of the librarian currently living in the cave. It is going to take a significant amount of material to build this, so we are going to have to collect them. Furthermore, my tools are broken, so we're going to have to repair them somehow. So we're going to take a little bit of time to gather some materials, and we'll be back ready to build the library. Right, so... Oh. You... I would... I won't even try to explain everything. Ooh, you sell emerald? You give us emeralds for hay builds, and you can give us packed ice and small... Okay, you know what? Give me a moment. Pass me some of that. You only sell 2. Okay, that's fine. I'll just need your small drip leaf. Thank you very much. So remember when I was going to build the library right here? Well, I realized 2 things. One, it is right in front of our gatehouse that we built, and also it is right behind the tavern that we built in the last episode. So if I build the library right here, not only it will get in the way of these 2 buildings, but I don't think people will be able to see it that well, so I moved it. The library will now be, instead of behind the tavern, will be beside the tavern. It will be in this little area right here, and we'll do a little bit of clearing to the environment around here to maybe expand the platform. This goes all the way down to the river, which I'm not too sure about that. Maybe I need to do a bit of terraforming here and there, but this also leads into our nether portal right over there. As for the block palette, we are going to continue on with the block palette that we established in the first 2 builds, all in these shulker boxes. We got a whole bunch of tough, cobbled deep slate, some deep slate. We got some blocks of copper, calcite, mud, some glass, and we got some various woods. Spruce, dark oak, pale. So we have all the materials, we know exactly what we're going to build. Let's just wing it and build up a nice little library for our librarian friend. Are we ready? Let's do this. Well, good morning. Would you like to follow me on a stroll? That's my boy. Come on. Let me show you what we built. Well, it took a bit of time, but we have the library all built out. Look at that. Absolutely wonderful. It fits in with the other two buildings here in the valley, and it looks spectacular. I really like it. You like it? That's what I thought. Now, obviously, the block palette is very similar to the starter home and also the tavern, but we have designed it in a way to have it be much more structurally unique to the other buildings so that it is distinct. You can recognize it. I might need to put up a sign that should be hanging a book or something, but it already looks really nice. And once you head in, it is a little bit empty. Yes, I'm still working on the interior, still got a few bookshelves put up, and I experimented with the ceiling being the underside of the smithing tables. The underside of the smithing table has this really nice dark red color that lends itself well to ceilings, and I really like how that turned out. Really, really cool. Would you like to enjoy some books? Here, I'll sit you down for now. Over here, we have a stairway that leads all the way up to the second floor. And also, it is still empty. I'm working on an interior as well as the ceiling for the second floor, as well as the tower that goes all the way up here. It is essential for all the buildings that are in the valley to have some form of tower where you can go all the way up and look out from within the valley as well as on the mountains itself. Very nice views. Now, there is one more room in the library, and that is the librarian's office, which goes through right here into a little office. Now, who is this office going to be for? Well, that's going to be for our librarian in the caves. He's going to have a nice little office for him to do his work and hopefully pick out some books for us to read. Let's go get him. Alright, we're just going to make sure that we do our best to protect him while he's making his way all the way up. Hey, buddy. How are you doing? Would you like to get out of the boat? Here, let me help you with that. Now go search for that lectern all the way over there. Go get the lectern. Yes, he got the lectern. Alright. Now, we'll put the other lectern over here. Now. Go get that other lectern. Yes. Look at him go. Go through. There you go. He's in. There you go. You are officially in, buddy. And there we go. Our librarian friend now has a place to call himself home. I definitely need to add more windows around the place, especially since this side of the building only has that one window right there. I probably have to add a few more windows here, but overall, I really like the look of the library. So, here's the library. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments below. I sure do think that this little fella really likes the library. I hope y'all do too. Also, can I just mention that if you look at it from this side, you would think that the flag is a part of the library itself. I really should start adding flags to the other places around here. So if we look at the valley from below right here, we're definitely coming up with something special. All these three builds fit together really nicely, and the gatehouse that we worked on earlier in the episode is something special that is going to be part of a much greater project that's going to span over the mountains, over the distance. Now I will say that the valley and the mountain is looking a little bit bare. Sure, we do have some really nice structures, but we don't have many environmental features around here. It's lacking some trees, it's lacking some shrubbery, and especially with the new shrubs and grass that we found earlier in the episode that were added in 1.21.5, that is going to give us some really good material to spruce up the land a little bit more. We are going to add some trees, we're going to add some shrubs and some rock formations, and also a path that leads all the way up to the gatehouse and the fortress up on the mountain. However, that will have to be for later as we ran out of time for this video, so that's why I'm gonna call episode 34 of the Minecraft Survival series. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. What do you think of the 2 new structures that we built in this episode? Let me know in the comments below. But anyways, leave a like and subscribe to follow along the journey with me. As always, my name is Shenko. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Take care of yourselves, be nice to one another. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Later.